Poodle, the new year is upon us.
No,
We're
she's
here.
already here. She's not upon us. She's sitting on my face.
She's
She's
already
on me.
She's already inside of us.
I know.
Really, at this point, y'all. It is Monday, January 5th. This is our first pod back, and
It is.
and
After a week.
we
How do I do this?
I know we love what we do, but we also both admitted that like we're not ready to come back. It's 2025 was a lot to process.
I'm not ready.
Yes, 2025 was a lot to process, and
My mind is still in Belize.
Yeah, it's still. My mind is still just not. Just taking a little walk.
It's in that weird place of. I think we're still in the. People say it's that weird place between Christmas and New Year's. I think it lasts longer. I think it lasts.
That's the whole month of January.
Until the month of January. Jeez,
For me.
I hope you can get clued in before then, because we have a lot to do. I'm saying maybe like the first week of January.
Well,
because people aren't even back in town. I mean, this is technically still 12 days of Christmas. We still have to celebrate Epiphany on January 6th.
Well,
and other things that happened that day.
Other things that happened that day. So
don't want to celebrate them though.
No, it's my ex's birthday anyway. It's not a good day.
Seriously?
It was, yeah, or it is, yeah. But
could have been a little prophetic there.
Yeah, it feels a little bit like it's like it's like being too full to fuck, but you're excited to fuck someone, but you just don't want to get up.
No,
that's how I feel.
You make an excuse. You can't be too full to fuck.
But that's fucking. I know.
No, you tap out.
Yeah.
If you go past that eating point, you're done.
You're done. You tap out. So yes.
All that being said, we're giving you Love After Lockup. We're giving you an episode, a classic episode.
A classic episode, new for us. We're watching it on Peacock. Y'all, this is such a great. This season, we keep saying it's so great, and we just thought this is really a special episode of Lacey meeting Shane, and we thought y'all aren't ready, and we weren't either. So here's a gift from us. It's airing early. This normally airs on Thursday.
Yeah.
On RG Plus at the $5 tier, but we thought, fuck it, we're doing it Lalu style.
We're doing it live.
You're
going to get a Lalu on Monday, and you're like, what day is it? What week is it? I don't know. My brain is still in Belize.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. With the Island Boys.
Boy, I bet. I'm sure I don't even know the stories yet, but
I've got stories.
Okay. Well,
I barely got out.
Oh God, you did barely get out because of
they were canceling flights.
I wonder why. I wonder if there was something going on.
Why is every time I travel, is it just chaos?
It's like our friend Rachel said. She's like, you're kind of a loose cannon. Be careful.
China
I really think
happened.
You cause it, really. I feel like it's your fault.
You think I caused Venezuela?
You are a chaos monster. Yes. I think so. So, all right, everybody. Happy fucking New Year, and we hope you enjoy this very special episode of Love After Lockup.
I've been found guilty.
He's guilty, y'all. Love After Lockup.
Of loving the first degree. But I don't mind.
Sure don't.
As long as you're here with me. A judge and the jury, when they heard my plea, you know they sent me up the river.
Straight up that river, well, gay up.
They put the blame on me. Lock me up, throw away the key. I'm just a prisoner of love. I'm doing time, I'm doing fine. I'm just a prisoner of love. Love After Lockup, y'all.
Watch it, y'all. Those little Debbie cakes, they go everywhere.
Nothing like a jumpsuit. he calls me these little names. You know, like, get out of here, you little turd burglar. You're like, one time's like, what's wrong, turd burglar? You know, be quiet, you little turd burglar. I mean, what does he mean? I don't steal turds.
Okay.
I don't think I've ever heard a more offensive, sexy talk than turd burglar.
Turd is the word.
Turd burglar?
I've heard that term before, but not used in. I don't even know what it means.
It
ask.
Does seem like someone who steals poop. Turd burglar. Are you asking AI what turd burglar means? Where are we as a society?
It is common. Well, we should know this. It's verbal slang and usually used as an insult. It is most commonly refers to a gay man in a crude, derogatory way.
I didn't know that.
Playing on
I've
the
never
idea
been called a turd burglar.
Yeah, because you actually are the turd burglar. Stealing turds is a reference of anal sex.
Okay. So he calls her a turd burglar.
So that makes me start to wonder.
What a cute pet name.
You've been there in prison and you've heard the term turd burglar. Why did you hear it?
I'm into Josh.
Okay, he's too youth pastory for me. I can't.
There's something about him.
Yeah, or he looks like your local
you little turd burglar.
No, he looks like your local city congressman in Tennessee. Yeah. I can't.
He has something. There's something about her teeth, and I don't know if she has she looks a little methy. Talking about Cheryl, it's something with her mouth.
You can't tell if she's been on drugs or if just poor.
It's true.
It's true. The look of poverty looks very similar to people on meth. We know we're from states that are both very poor.
You saw her father who walked right out of the Dust Bowl.
It really did.
And that mother.
Her father, who I believe is 35 years old. That's what I believe. He looks like that.
This is Love After Lockup, Season 2, Episode 26. Love is a sickness.
Boy.
And we know that because of Daniel's tattoos.
Y'all, if the watch along for that, we were absolutely gobsmacked.
At one point where he's like, yeah, because love is he's like, this tattoo is a guy stabbing himself in the head because that's what love feels like sometimes. I'm like, I don't know if that's healthy for you.
I really was thrown off by my bloody Valentine under his neck. Really under his jawline, really on his neck.
This umbrella, that's all the tears that no one ever really caught.
Because no one catches my tears.
I'm going to say this now. That is too eloquent a metaphor.
What's kind of beautiful.
To use in prison tattoos.
I mean,
if you have to explain, I have an umbrella here on my eye because I cry and no one's here to catch my tears.
I mean, really, when you think about it, a lot of people get way dumber tattoos.
I agree. I'm just saying it takes a long time to explain to White Power Bill before he's about to punch you in the face.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's fair. Yeah, I don't. Between him and his mom with that 1992 haircut,
mom and that kind of mullet with the bangs. Oh, everything about it.
It really looks just like my high school girlfriend's hair, but that was popular then. That's exactly how she wore her hair.
You know when it kind of there's a meme going around that says the gayest woman you know before she mentions her husband. And it's a woman kind of with that hair. Oh. And she's like, yeah, I drive a sedan, but it's just not doing it for me. I want a truck. My husband hates it. And you go, what? Husband?
We've had those. It's like the time that I learned that I didn't know till 6 months in, the place that we go to Pilates and the people that own it, they're married.
Excuse me?
You didn't know that?
No, I'm saying you didn't know that moment one?
No, I didn't know that moment one because
you didn't know there were big old fags?
But he's so gay.
What do you mean?
Wait, no, not that. The new one that we're going to now. The older guy and the blonde woman are married.
Oh, I didn't assume he was gay.
No, they're married.
No, I'm saying I didn't assume he was gay.
Oh,
I didn't.
I did.
No.
I did.
I'm not like you. I don't assume everybody's gay.
That's not true. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. You're worse than me. Because you're a turd burglar.
I'm a turd burglar. I don't like that term.
Well, it feels offensive.
I don't want to purloin turds. I don't want to steal them from people. I've got enough of mine. I'd
rather be called a butt pirate. At least that's a cute pirate costume and an accent. Arr.
Turd burglar. I resemble that remark.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, anyway, where are we?
Anyway. All right.
Let's continue our odyssey with Lacey, Sean, and Shane.
Lacey, Sean, and Shane.
You know, I was thinking about this. Is what I want to know, what was Lacey's thought process in going on this show? When did she think people would like her? Or did she go on just for clout? Just to do better for her camming business?
I think that's the main reason, yeah. She doesn't give a shit about either of these guys.
I can't imagine. Well, I believe she gave a shit about John. And she just want to fuck Shane.
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe she gives a shit about John. I think she thinks she does.
She thinks she does, yeah.
But, I think we have our first, like, truly bad person, especially someone who's on the outside. Because everyone, I've said this before, everyone on the outside has been edited kind of sympathetically to an extent. Mm-hmm. But this is someone who is premeditated, who is going to trick people.
Mm-hmm.
An anti-hero, if you could call her that.
Well, we've never, I've mentioned this before, but we covered them like years ago. We got a little bit of them, but we didn't know the beginning.
We didn't know
so to see the beginning and how terrible she treats both of these guys. She wasn't
conflicted at all about meeting this guy. It'd be one thing if she's like, so the other thing is the question you have to ask is, so she's with this guy, John, and why was she trolling on the prison lines after that?
I think she said something like they got into a fight.
Got it. Well, that's a reason. It's like Rick from B90 when they got in a fight and she ghosted him for days. I should definitely fly to Colombia and fuck my ex.
Yeah, that's Poodle in his 20s energy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I would just like drive to West Hollywood and fuck my ex. I don't think I would fly to Colombia.
If you had an ex in Colombia, because man,
I didn't have enough money to buy my 20s.
Yeah,
that's the problem.
Yeah, that's a problem. It's probably really good that you and I were broke in our 20s. I agree.
You'd be dead. So she's waiting to meet him, and she's seeing herself as this type of ingenue. Because she's like, I'm getting butterflies because change. So it's the discrepancy between her seeing herself as doing something for love, yet she has a whole other fiance.
Yep.
And it's either that she forgets about it or doesn't care.
You can't tell. You do go back and forth going, is she so... Because I think Lacey wants you to think she's dumber than she is.
I totally agree with that.
So I think it's really that she's just honestly a little bit of a sociopath and has no fucking concern for other people's emotions.
And this idea of her saying she understands how to do the camera because it's almost like the people in the audience identify with you. Mm-hmm. There's no way we can identify with Lacey, who's being extremely duplicitous, even though we don't know John yet, really. But she's like, I'm getting butterflies. How are we supposed to feel anything for that? Because you've already you're going to cheat on your fiance with a 22-year-old man. Man, I'm using in quotes. He's been in jail since he was 17. This guy is basically a horny teenager with a big old dick who talks like this.
He is kind of endearing a little bit.
No, he's not.
Oh, I think
he
so.
He tried to poke someone's eyes out.
Well,
and he was abusive to animals later on.
Oh,
so
he was abusive to animals? I didn't know that. I forgot.
But
what an asshole.
So the poking the eyes thing is fine.
Humans probably had it coming. They were probably, that person, human, but no, not an animal. There's no excuse for that.
Yeah. Okay. I'm glad you have a line.
That's crazy.
I'm glad you have it. Glad there's some things you won't do.
Hey.
So she says, no, I always think because of her lips and her eyes, she's always looking like this. And there's something in her posture that always makes it look like she's smelling something bad. Like,
I think she's standing that way because her boobs are so big and her ass is so big, it affects her balance.
It's a counterweight issue.
Mm-hmm. It's a counterweight issue.
Yeah, and her neck is long, like she's like one of those African women who had rings around it. Mm-hmm. It kind of like it's pulled it up.
Yeah.
But she says, I love this picture. He's very outgoing. He's sweet and romantic. He could possibly be the guy I've been looking for.
Cut to the thunder rolling. The thunder rolling in the distance.
I guess all of this, like, is he my prince? Is this is absurd.
It's absurd.
And like the whole audience knows it. Who is she doing this for? Mm-hmm. It's sick.
I also think that, yeah, it's for fame, but also being adored to her means having guys fight over you and be jealous over you.
Yeah, totally agree.
And she wants that.
So he's there and he's like, and he runs to her. You look so beautiful. Shane is incredibly working hard and I'm excited.
That tells you kind of what she thinks about this, because honestly, we'll have people on Lalu say, like, talk about someone's physical appearance, but the people that really somewhat care about each other will say, it's so good to see him, to hold him, to like, no, she's just like, he's so incredibly fucking hot. And I went.
She's just wanting to get her limbic system working.
Because even when he gets in the car, he's kind of trying to be like, well, because he makes that joke, I guess she's Beauty and the Beast. And he said, you know, they get in the car and he's like, well, I'm just excited to have new clothes, a nice dinner, and get to know one another. And Lacey immediately is like, no, we fucking.
It's interesting because he thinks of this as it's almost like she's his teacher or something like that. Like he's the best student or something. Because this guy's 22 years old.
Yeah. I think actually 21. I wrote down what the age said. Yeah.
He says, I'm so happy to meet the love of my life. And he says, can't wait to get you alone. And Shane goes, looks like we're shooting a porn tonight.
And she's like, so, baby. And that infantilized voice.
Then he's like, the thing about it is they're not a normal Lalu couple because he's actually trying to make to create some kind of vulnerability to get to know her. He's like, it feels weird driving a car. And he's trying to say things. She's ignoring it. Yeah. She's just saying, yeah. Mm-hmm. She's not trying to bond with him emotionally at all because she just wants to fuck him. Mm-hmm. And he's got her phone. He's like, what's your passcode? And she's like,
she's nervous as fuck.
Because John's going to call. And of course, y'all, John calls. And she goes, I got to take this. Like she's Tony Soprano walking out of the room.
The audacity of this woman to pull over her car, get out of the car while the man she just picked up from prison is sitting in the front seat watching her. And she gets on the car, walks outside. And first of all, I would have gone to the back of the car, not the front. But she's in the front and she answers the phone and she's like, hey, what's up?
I'm sorry. I think we need to replay this conversation.
Oh, boy.
In an installment of Love After Lockup Theater.
All right.
Gunk, gunk.
Gunk, gunk. Oh, wait, we already have it. Oh, wait, no, I deleted it accidentally. Oh, no, there it is. I thought I deleted it.
I'll be playing Lacey because I always will.
Sure.
And you can play, I'll let you play Chon and Chain.
Yeah.
In this.
I just need to take this call for a minute.
Okay, baby, I'll just sit in here and wait for
you.
you.
Sit there in your hot ass.
Okay, I will. You look so good. The best day of my life.
Whatever.
Yeah.
That was me closing the door.
Okay.
Hey, what's up?
What are you doing? What are you doing?
I'm just like sitting here, not a whole lot. Same old shit, you know. Just sitting here.
You've been avoiding me all day.
That wasn't a car.
It sounds like you're on the side of a road or something.
No, I'm just sitting on the front porch, just knitting. Knitting, you're doing something. I don't know.
Yeah, well, I feel like you're
being weird.
Like you're being kind of shady. You
Why?
fucking around on me.
Oh, I'm not. I'm not.
Meanwhile, in the car.
Boy, I sure hope they have a good bologna sandwich wherever we go today.
Back outside.
I told you, John, I'm not doing anything. I'm not. Why are you weird? I'm flipping the script. Why are you weird?
I just think you're lying, and it seems like you want to do what you want to do, babe. What you want to do. I'm sorry. What? Could you say that again, please?
I'll say it. You can do what you want. You
what?
can do whatever you want.
One more. Did you get the filler fix, baby? One more.
Sorry, I got a little bit more in.
Sure. Yeah. Well, I don't know what you said.
I can't talk to you while you got this.
Yeah. I think I'm done here.
Fine. Fine. Fine.
I wonder who she's talking to. Oh, you're back.
Hey, baby.
Hi, babe.
It was, I'm just really upset right now.
You okay?
That was my mother.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Want to feel my dick?
Yeah.
And
scene. The fact that she said, no, you're doing something. She's like, no, I'm not. What a terrible liar.
Oh, what a terrible, that's it. You know what it is? She's not that she's stupid. She's not the smartest bird in the bunch, but she's just, it almost feels like she's lazy.
It is. She is lazy about how she is cheating.
Yes,
she's cheating.
She's a lazy cheater.
With Chain.
Because y'all,
lazy with Chon and Chain.
cheating takes a lot of work.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
Trust me.
We have to
you
go.
You gotta be everybody to everybody.
Yeah, I think you would. Yeah, yeah.
It's tough. People don't realize how tough it is. Give me a little bit of empathy.
All right. Well,
that's not true. I really haven't cheated. They thought I was because things weren't clear.
You've been the other woman.
But I didn't know. I was ignorant of everything.
Were you?
I didn't want to know. It's not my job to know.
No, if you don't know,
as the
then
mistress.
Yes, if you don't know, then you can hoe. It's not your problem.
Exactly.
As
the mistress, I am gleefully ignorant.
There you go.
Blissfully, even so. Anyway, y'all.
Are you
Lacey
ready
says she's not ready to tell Shane about John.
She's like, I have to make a decision really soon. And I went, he's getting out of prison in 2 weeks. Soon. Yes. You dumb bitch.
I just can't. And to know that it kind of turned out how it did, y'all. Spoiler alert, she has children by Chain now.
And she's honestly completely ruined both of these men's lives.
Totally.
Totally I believe they're back in prison at the time of this recording.
And they were in the same facility for a while. I'm not saying these two men were paragons of society already.
Well, and you said a worse person. We do have one before, but it is a different way, but it is the narcissism and sociopathy that we see in Michael manifesting in a different way.
Yeah. But he was he was an ex-con. So I'm saying
Oh,
it's
the person on the
rare that we
outside.
see it from the
Yes.
outside.
That's true.
We see it later on in later
Yeah.
seasons.
Mhm.
But I would posit this is the first one.
I think this is the first one. Yeah.
Who this woman's a nightmare. And she's only funny because of her ridiculously sized lips won't let her speak.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Oh boy.
Oh, let's move on to
ask you a question,
Angel and
Poodle.
Tony.
What do you want first, steak or sex?
Or BJ's. That's
Or
what she said.
BJ's, Yes.
I think you always choose. I would always choose sex first. Honestly,
Really?
always.
That is
Because-
so surprising.
I know. I know. Stranger things have happened.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to eat after. I don't want to eat before fucking. Or
Yeah,
or
I don't
anything.
want to eat and then get a blowjob.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
The
Especially give one.
well, with this episode, I think Tony is into her in some ways, but at the same time,
No, he's not.
well, I
No.
can't tell if he's somewhat into her, but regardless, this guy's anxiety of just being out of prison, he is
Yeah.
fucking freaked out. So it's hard for me to
No,
judge.
he's kind of tweaked. Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard for me to judge where he's landing on the Angela thing, if it's a con or not.
He says he's got to go to the halfway house and they're going to go get steak. I don't know where they go. I guarantee you, y'all, this steak was overdone.
Wasn't good.
I
I don't think it was good.
don't think so. Later on, we also see another crime against steak where Vince just throws a bunch of steaks on the grill with no salt, no seasoning.
No seasoning. Just plain old meat.
Ugh, I can't even imagine.
Who? But I don't know. I'm just like, who doesn't know to put salt and pepper on things?
I think a lot of men don't know to do those things. I've eaten at people's houses, and there is no seasoning on chicken. There's just not. Or they put like Mrs. Dash and they don't put any salt.
Well, I get if some people need to do no salt, but that's,
No, there's no such thing as no. I'm saying this was not an occasion where there was no
Yeah.
salt.
yeah.
They just didn't put it on.
Yeah, I don't.
Salt is flavor,
I've
and
heard
so
that
is
too.
fat,
Okay.
and
All
they're
right.
good.
Okay. The views of healthy nutrition of Jake Anthony are not the views
I'm
of
sorry.
RealityGays.
Salt is flavor,
Okay.
and so is butter and oil.
Okay.
I could do without the sugar.
Are you hungry right now?
A little bit.
Yeah.
So we're driving down the highway, and it's his first time in a car in a couple years.
Don't turn back till you get another blowjob.
He'd rather have steak.
He
I
would
wonder if
rather.
she knows. That woman who Alina has no idea. We probably owe her money.
We probably do owe her rights at this point. Got back in the days of Smothered. Oh,
So he says we'll have to see if we got time for that blowjob. And the funniest thing is, y'all, their scenes are so painful because her neediness is he is kind of like just thrown by it because she's like, we'll have to see if we've got time for that blowjob. Deathly silence. Crickets.
yeah.
And he's like, well, I don't mean this to sound corny, but I do want our first sexual experience to be special.
And we didn't get all this in the watch along, but then she says later, when Tony was in prison, he was a corn dog. So he was talking about sex all the time. And now suddenly he's like, well,
I think it's because he met you
he saw your teeth.
and your glamour shots filtered version of yourself.
And the waft of stale cigarette smoke that comes from her breath.
I just think, as I said before, her face is like an exhibit in a folk art museum. And it is a boner killer. He's just not into her. I feel bad because that guy we see in the next, a little bit of spoilers, her friend who recently passed is really into her. And she's just not having it.
We did the watch along. We haven't done the pod. It'll be next week on the, it's going to be behind the paywall, but it's fucking riveting watching this happen in real time. Like the guy, they're talking, and then he leaves, gets in his truck and says, I can't leave like this. I can't leave it like this.
I got to proclaim my love.
Instead of say anything with a jukebox, it's say something in a trailer.
Say something in a double wide.
Anyway, it's good.
And it's not in your eyes. It's
no.
Ruby, Don't Take Your Love to Town.
Good
by
song.
Kenny Rogers.
Mm-hmm.
That's an oldie.
Classic.
My mother loved Kenny Rogers.
So did my mother.
I would listen to The Coward of the County. You picked a fine time to leave me, Lucille.
Kenny Rogers, and he's dead.
He is?
Yeah, Kenny Rogers died because I remember someone, we don't want to say her name, but someone who sang a very famous duet with him talked about it on her Instagram and like wished him well. And she started crying. It was really sweet.
Oh, I know that person. So we're not going to say her name.
We're not saying that name. Never.
I guess that's how we have to do things now.
Yeah, he died. Oh, wow. But I didn't realize he died all the way in 2020. You know, my voice teacher at North Texas was in a boy band with him in high school.
I did not know that.
He was.
They had boy bands back then?
They're a doo-wop.
I don't think I called themselves boy bands.
But they were a doo-wop group.
Yeah.
And Kenny kept trying to sing and make the group. And my voice teacher, he always joked, he said, he went by Kenneth then. And he said, and I looked at Kenneth and he said, Kenneth, I can't do this anymore. I'm going to go to college and make something of myself. And then he would laugh hysterically because he was just teaching voice in Texas.
And no one ever heard of him outside of classical voice.
No one ever heard of him again.
Yep. So y'all, Tony is eating steak, but he said later on, he says, "You're no two-bit whore, and I won't treat you like one." And she was like, "Please treat me like a two-bit whore.
Please treat me."
And
it's been 5 years since I've had sex.
So
5 years.
There's a moment in the watch along where it looks like I'm trying to peel off my own skin. And that is when she says, "Can I sit by you?" Where she gets up and sits on the same side of the booth with him. You can defend it as long as you want. It doesn't make it right.
Well, they haven't been together. I don't mind it when people want to do that every once in a while. I don't mind that.
You be okay with your partner sitting on the same side of the booth with you?
Although really, I don't have a lot of people that want to date me. So really it's just like a friend who'll be like, sit over here. So I guess it's different when it's romantical.
A booth is not made that way.
Well,
okay. If there are 3 people in a booth, you have a choice.
But what if you want to talk about something private? And sometimes they're very far away.
Then you don't do it in a restaurant.
I don't know. I don't mind it. I think sometimes it's nice.
You're incorrect. You are incorrect.
I know sissies are going to come for me for this.
If you invite this question, you are incorrect.
Well,
the fact that you're not skeeved out completely...
Just be neighborly.
Nope. There is only one thing to do if 2 people are sitting across from each other or can go into a booth. It is go into either side. 3 people, there's 2 and 1. 4 people, there's 2 and 2. There is never 2 on one side.
But haven't you seen like when you see like old married couples that are like 70 years old?
That's because one needs to cut the other's meat.
Well, still sweet.
Nope. It's abominable. And I won't hear anything else. You will never ever make a convincing argument for me to Oh, you said hand job?
Yeah, what if what
maybe.
if the guy literally during dessert says, "How about you put down that martini and come over and jerk me off under the table?"
You know what you do? You get over there and you sit beside him, jerk him off, then you walk your ass right back to the other side of the booth. And you order key lime pie and call it a day.
Yeah. Yeah. That's it. I don't really love key lime pie. I choose something else.
I enjoy it. What don't you like about it? Is it too piquant?
It is a little too limey. You know what? You know what I do? I like a good homemade key lime pie.
Yeah.
But like a cheap one that's like really fake flavor and artificial. I hate those.
Where have you eaten key lime pie? Where are you going to these restaurants with fake key lime pie?
I don't know. Somebody got one the other day from Bristol Farms at a party, and it was good.
I would hope so.
But it's Bristol Farms.
If you're going to a restaurant and they have fake stuff in their key lime pie, cheesecake's too filling. If I've already had a whole meal, it's too filling for me. Cheesecake's a snack.
We've gone afield, and we need to get back because
I am preaching about dessert here.
We have got to wrap this up because Tony has to get there by 7:20.
So he's eating the steak. It's the same thing as an orgasm. I'm going to say this now. If you're trying to stay away from her sexually, maybe don't take the O word out of your mouth completely.
Yeah.
And
did you like the part where they made out, where they kissed? Give me a kiss.
Oh, Jesus. Not fun. So she's like, what about the wedding? I'm thinking about the summertime.
And he kind of goes,
can you imagine a summertime outdoors wedding? I don't know if it's outdoors. A summertime wedding in Alabama in general?
No.
What are you thinking?
No. And you know, what I enjoyed is she asked him this, and his response looks like somebody rammed a broomstick up his butt. And he just goes, oh!
The summertime? Oh, all right.
A wedding.
Sure.
And then he kind of looks down at his steak and realizes she's paying for the steak. And he goes, yeah, sure. Okay, let's do that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we're in the car, and the lighting in this car, y'all, does nothing to hide or blur the contours of her face.
Well, I think Lalu has stepped up production since then because now they would have some type of light, but all they have as a light is just the normal light that you press on the ceiling of your car at night, which I'm going to say this now. Those lights are terrible. They're never good. They never help. We are in 2025. We are talking about building a space station on the actual moon, and we can't light a car at night.
I agree with that. Nope, it's impossible.
It's impossible. They all suck.
It's a reason why I can't make Piano Cat movies in my car.
Oh, no. Mm-mm. Yeah.
It really just closes a whole venture for me.
Well, that and your lower back's not what it used to be.
I'll give you that.
That's been blown out a lot.
But she leans over. She's like, I'm so ready to touch you. And he's still sweet. I was like, I haven't been outside at night.
And he's like, it's hot. Y'all, this is a thing. It's sundowner syndrome where people aren't used to this. He's like, this guy's like, I'm seeing the car. Like, this guy's freaking out.
Yeah. Oh, you want to see my sunburn from my rash guard? That look how bad it was. Can you see it on the camera?
Oh, that's going to be cancer. Yeah.
Like, I wore a rash guard, but some part of it just stopped working, I think. And it just got really, really red.
Yeah.
It's gonna be thanks for I wore a sun shirt.
That's gonna be spotty. You're gonna have spotty arms now.
It's only one spot. You just told me I was gonna get cancer.
It's pretty bad. It looks like a second degree burn.
I guess I'll follow your father.
True.
Anyway, no, it looks awful. Like our Pilates teacher looked at it. Did someone grab you? Still feels hot to the touch. Anyway, where was I? I'm all a mess. And so he's like, "When will I see you?" And he's like, "I'm going to call you and tell you, but don't get into trouble."
This is a normal. We don't know if they're stressed about getting there or not, but they're all acting like they're going on time. But they arrive at 7:20 on the dot. I guess we'll say our goodbyes here.
And
he's like, boom.
And she leaves, and he's like, "Dropping him off is the loneliest I've ever felt. I'm all by myself again. All by myself. Don't want to live all by myself anymore."
Yeah. Mm-hmm. By the way, I just saw today, Celine Dion is now on TikTok.
Oh!
So y'all follow Celine, because if you did not see her magical Grinch Christmas video, I think Celine,
one of the weirdest people in the world and one of the most cherished.
And one of the most cherished. We will not have a bad word about Celine on this podcast.
Not at all.
Never. But maybe because she can't sing as much anymore, because I love that she's leaning into just kooky being funny Celine.
That's what she always has been, yeah.
Yeah, love it.
Let's talk about Cheryl and Josh.
Cheryl, as we would say in my family. Cheryl and Josh.
And so she says she still doesn't have her family's support. She's putting on her slutty heels and walking down there to
I'm rooting for her for having. No, there's a thing about
too.
There's something
I kind of am too.
It's like what's the pretty redheaded woman that we really liked
from the last season?
Caitlin.
Yeah,
she gives me this. It's just like just a nice, cute, pretty Southern girl.
No. This woman's nuts. Have you forgotten the serial killer fixation? This woman's absolutely nuts.
Well, there is that. But
I will say, I am kind of rooting for her. I don't think she's like Caitlyn, because I think if some things had went better for Caitlyn, she would have been in a better place.
I know.
This woman is cuckoo.
I just think about her. Well, so he's getting out of prison.
Got here, you little turd burglar.
About 2.5 years. And
she's taking the blanket from the hotel, borrowing it so they can fuck on it.
So they can fuck
in the great outdoors.
And y'all, we've seen the episode. They fuck. They fuck on the side of a mountain. It's kind of hot.
She basically says, "One time when our last visit, he wanted a baby so bad that he collected sperm in a bag and gave it to me. And he told me to shove it into myself. And I threw it in the trash because it wasn't alive anymore." And the way she tells the story.
Yeah.
What a freak. I got to say I'm into it, though. I'm into this storyline. It's one of my favorites of the season.
No, I do too. Because he's kind of nuts too in his own way.
Yeah, I agree.
And she just wants to bring him back to Texas so he can have a good life there.
Yeah. She looks like a groupie going in there. She looks like a Manson's girl. That's exactly what she kind of feels like. She totally would have been a Manson girl.
She would have. Yeah. It's fair. And so she's waiting for him. He comes out looking again.
I'm into it. I know you're not.
Well, you're into it because he took off his shirt and he's got tattoos.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And he's got a nice body.
There's something about him, though. There's an edge to him.
I think this guy's going to end up back in jail.
I don't know. We don't really know him.
We don't know him yet. Yeah. But he says, he said, "This air feels good. It feels great. And I love Cheryl." She said, "She's had my back no matter what." And he said, "The new Josh wants to stay out of prison." And he changes his clothes. And she's like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "I'm changing." And he said, "But first things first, I want to go be alone with her." "Where's this side of the mountain, honey?"
Where's that spot off Route 35 at mile marker 111?
Yeah, and she said, "It's close." Because y'all, they're going to climb that mountain high. They're going to fuck on the other side.
That poor hotel blanket, which probably won't get washed.
It won't get washed.
Y'all make no mistake. Those things aren't washed. Remember that when you're using them.
Airline blankets, just know. Just know.
Let's move on to Lizzy and Daniel. I wrote this down. I talked about her as being kind of like a Jessica Chastain / Bryce Dallas Howard plus Adele, all in one person.
I get it.
I also realized that because of this kind of hairstyle and her makeup, she's got that kind of yellow orange foundation going on.
She does put on, yeah. She's a cool undertone, and she's wearing a golden undertone.
Y'all, I don't know if she's 20 or 40. That's how. If you told me she was 40, I would believe you.
We don't know her history. I also think a little bit her affect is weird to me.
It's off.
There's something off with her. I mean, the fact that my big thing for me was when she said, I've spent over $300 on calls on him, and that's been a financial burden for me. And I'm not trying to judge someone.
I know what you're saying, though.
I'm not trying to judge someone's financial experience, because some people really a dollar means more to them.
What are you living on?
But this is $300 of calls over, weren't they talking for like 3-year period? Yeah. So $100 a year on phone calls, and that was a stretch for you, and you can't ever go see this guy?
Visited him
in 3 years?
Him. Because I'm going to say this. Where does she works at a gas station. I guess, does it all go to school?
I guess. I get it. And maybe she's supporting other people, but it just feels like this woman is not going to want to compromise or change anything in her life for this guy.
The other thing is,
you've got to do that when someone goes to jail.
She says, there's a lot that I'm not going to tell Josh about what happened when he was in prison. So she's already holding things back.
Yeah.
And then there's also his mother, Teresa.
Teresa.
Who is just like,
hey, we gotta
go. We gotta go. Bang, 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 bang on the screen door.
She's the one with the dated hairstyle we've discussed.
Yes. I brought this up on the watch along. She said, sorry, class ran late.
What? You could please continue.
If you're having to pick up the love of your life, I think you could say, I'm sorry, Professor. I know you need to finish this. You're already over. I need to go pick up my lover in prison. I think you could leave.
I think you actually taught at the university level, so I think you could speak to this.
And I would go, that's a good reason. You could leave the room. But honestly, if I'm talking and it is that, and I said, you guys, I'll say, you guys can leave if you need to. I would never keep someone past the time.
I just think maybe it's an anxiety thing, but I feel like this woman wouldn't ask off work on her wedding day.
Something is up. Something is up.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
It's not right.
Also, mom's kind of got this affect, even though she's a little older. It's almost like mom's got this really aggro feeling of all of a sudden she's kind of like almost like mom's like a runaway. She's like, why don't you come to see him? I want to see him. And she like pulls a switchblade on her or something. She's got this like weird quality to her.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of understand why Daniel has all these tattoos.
Yeah. But she says, I
don't know what it is with her, yeah.
In letters and videos, and our relationship is rock solid, and I know he loves me. She's never given him money once. Because she's a full-time student. And the mom's like, well, if I found out Daniel's doing something wrong, I am going to intervene because he's going to go right back to prison. Here's the switchblade. Kick. Because she's kind of got that jacket on. She just looks like she'd threaten you with a knife.
Well, and also, when she tells Also, too, the mom is like, we gotta go, we gotta go, we gotta go. And
Also, it's the next day.
it's freezing. Y'all, they have to get in the car just to check into a hotel.
Right.
There's nowhere they have to be.
It was weird that the mom is like, we got to be there to eat our meal.
I guess I don't know. Maybe she doesn't understand TiVo, and she's got to watch Dr. Quinn Medicine Woman that comes on at 8
The
p.m.
Edmonton Oilers are playing.
Yeah, so whatever. Somebody.
It
She
is
loves
weird.
her Me TV, and you can't record it. I don't know.
And she's like, you told Josh everything, right? Daniel, everything, right? And Liz's like, yeah. And then in the interview, she's like, I've kept numerous things from Daniel. I will tell him one day, and hopefully it won't be at the end of our relationship.
I just think I went, oh man, is she a terrible person?
I don't know.
Or is she a hurt person?
She is
gonna hurt
extremely
someone else?
secretive.
Because look, I don't think Daniel. I think Daniel needs to be with someone who is mentally sane and a bit balanced. Because I don't think he's gonna be.
You mean who's got a tattoo of a man stabbing himself in the head?
Was it stabbing himself? Because then he also had that tattoo on his fingers of one guy shooting his brains out, and then beside it he would hold them together, and there was a woman stick figure blowing her brains out.
I think it was the man stabbing his
the
head and
man
the
stabbing-
woman blowing her brains out.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Mhm. That's what it says, y'all. What it says. What did I
Doesn't bode well.
No. And what did I wrote it down. What was on his knuckles? It was
Lovesick.
Lovesick, or they would get the name of the episode.
Because love makes you sick.
And he has on his arm to remind him just a big drug needle with like one of the little wraps. And also when she
Tourniquets,
tourniquets, yes. Remember, y'all, when she was in high school and all that, they met each other and knew each other in high school. He had no tattoos or anything like that.
No.
So she's worried about being a little chubbier.
And they
he's
just got
worried
drunk.
Yeah. She's worried about being chubbier, and he's worried about being all inked up.
Yeah. It's like what if it's like a gift of the Magi thing where when it scratch that, it's really not at all.
Okay.
I was gonna say like what if she like lost that would be like her losing weight for him and then him coming out with a lot of weight. Or something like that. Actually not, never mind. You know that short story, right? Because she buys cigarettes, something like that, and the guy gives up smoking to buy her something.
Yes, because when we did, which I'm so sad it was recorded, but the tape has been lost to the annals of herstory.
I'm going to be really upset that I brought this up because there's going to be an Oklahoma story coming.
No, I was talking about, we talked about this when we did our Cabaret Christmas special, the one that we don't have a recording of.
Oh my God!
Which was our best Cabaret, if you ask me.
Yeah.
But we were going to do a sketch but we chucked it, called The Gift of the Gay Guy. And I think it involved a butt plug. I don't remember. It was very disgusting. And our director said
of the gay guy.
Our director went, "That's gross. No." So, yeah. Anyway, remember we came in there with
gay
those
guys chlamydia.
Yeah. Remember we had those big, huge Christmas ball outfits just gone. We walked in. We were like 5 feet wide looking like Christmas ornaments.
Where is that tape?
I don't know. I've looked and looked. I can't find it. I think yeah. Gone.
Oh, well. The world will never know.
They'll
Such
never know.
brilliance.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember a single thing we did that show.
Well,
Did I do Frozen for that show?
That's where you did Frozen. Let Him
Where
Blow.
I sang a song called Let Me Blow.
Wait, no, because we have that on video.
So it was a different show.
That was a different show. We did, I remember
I can't remember.
We did
Was it Merry Christmas, Darling, when you sang it to a dildo?
I did sing Merry Christmas starting to a dildo, and you did the Baby Jesus Comedy Hour.
The Baby Jesus Comedy Hour, when I came out of you in a kind of a, where I came out of my head was in your crotch, and I came out like a...
not in your crotch. Remember, we got like this cutout, and we put a baby clothes on it, and cut a hole in your head. And you
Right.
stuck your head, and I sat beside you.
I see some pussy out there.
Yeah, that was, yeah. Yeah.
I gotta get a ton of pussy. I'm only gonna live to 33.
It was as offensive as y'all
I
would
think
think
I got a
it would
stogie later on.
be. You did have a stogie.
People weren't even religious. They were
No,
upset.
they were upset. Yeah, even like the atheists were like, too much.
The Baby Jesus Comedy Hour.
I can't remember another single thing. From
I
that
can't
show.
remember a single thing we did.
No, not at all. That means probably we were very drunk.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. So y'all, I wrote down this, and this was really interesting. This is our first time of really spending time with someone before they were released from prison. Inside the prison.
Oh, yeah.
Talking to them.
That was really cool.
It was because something to do with just less security or just more freedom in this Idaho prison.
I guess
to film.
so. It was what was he in for again?
It was drugs. It had to be, right?
But I guess there wasn't anything violent, because I feel like if it was violent.
And we saw her. It was also an in building release. Like, it's normally outside, and they allowed them to film.
They did.
And anyway, later on, she's like acting like she's about to throw up. So there's also something anxiety issues here.
She's so dramatic.
And anyway, so there he is. We don't see. We're going to see that reveal next week. Let's finish up with Vince and Amber. Boy,
Okay.
I would rather watch the movie Funny Games over and over and again than watch Vince and Amber try to have any chemistry. You don't know that movie, but I'm going to let you look it up. I would never, you're supposed to watch a scary movie. I would never make you watch Funny Games because it would completely destroy your life.
Oh, they're captured and tortured by two. No. No.
I wouldn't want to do that to you, but I'm saying I would rather watch not the American remake. We're talking about the original.
Oh, so not the one with Naomi Watts?
No, that one is child's play.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't understand, like, horror movies. Okay, I understand people like it. They get scared. But movies where people are just being tortured for like an hour and a half, I don't understand what's working in someone's brain to watch.
It's more than that. It's more than that. That's how they're describing it. It's a psychological horror movie.
Okay.
But it's not just constant torture. But like but it's fucked up. It's also just psychologically fucked up.
No, thank you.
But I would rather watch that than watch Amber try to
It's pretty
either try to have chemistry with Vince or not to, and
Pretty
Vince
unnerving.
not to know how to behave like a human being, or try. I can't tell you. These scenes are really hard to watch, and and everyone. Do you notice everyone that Amber talks to is kind of like, and this Vince guy, it's a guy, right? Everyone is expecting it to be a woman.
Like the sister's like, oh, you look different than I thought. He's like, what'd you think? And I felt like she was going to say, I thought you'd have tits. Tits. When are you going to get tits?
The other thing about this is how he's bought so much frozen meat and put it in this refrigerator.
They're not going to eat all this meat.
I don't know what's going on.
And to me, he gets the steak out, but I went, did you put the frozen steak on the grill? Did you let it defrost?
I don't know. There's so many questions.
Did you defrost in the microwave? That's not as great, but did you at least do that?
Y'all, I just be honest. This is so painful to watch. It's just
Even she's like, and what we know now, that we don't know now, y'all. We know that she's they're conning him. She's not into him at all. But she's talking to her sister and he leaves and she says, "This is awkward."
And the sister's like, "Is he weird?" And she just looks at
she kind of makes her face like,
Vince says,
"I mostly cook in the crock pot. I really don't know the grill that much.
No seasoning on the steak." Then they're having this dinner, and Amber just is kind of smiling and trying not to run. And she's like, "Still feel like I'm in a little box." And he's just staring at her with like half-lidded eyes. And Amber's like, "You don't know if it's love. You don't know if you have a connection." And then at the end of the night, y'all, there's this moment where she kind of like half kisses him on the cheek because she has to.
She has to.
It feels like this. You know what it feels like? It feels like this is some type of like the last stage of conversion therapy camp
or something. Especially then when she shuts the door and locks it. Oh, it does feel like she's like on the edge of like, okay, I'm going to do, or like she's infiltrating. She's deciding this is it. This is where I'm committing to this. That it's now or never. Do I do it?
He's like,
"Sex is a beautiful thing, but tonight I don't think it's going down with Amber. But that's all right.
That's all right. I'm pushing my expectations down."
I picture Vince just gets in bed and stares at the ceiling for hours. Yo, I don't want to make too much. There's some type of developmental disability going on. There has to be. Something
I don't know.
is not right.
Wow. Y'all. And that's why we share this episode with y'all. Enjoy it.
That's such a good season.
It's a great season. It's a wonderful, fantastic season.
Yeah. To be fair, we haven't had Lalu is still good, but it's just not the same. It is just you don't have people like Cheryl anymore.
The show knows what it is now.
That's the problem. It's become too self-aware.
Yeah, it's much more self-aware. So
yeah,
we're still enjoying it, but yeah,
totally.
All right, everybody, that is the show. If you want to listen to more episodes of this, they're not going to be on the main feed. They're going to be on RG Plus at the $5 level. So that's available on Patreon.com. That's available on realitygays.supercast.com. And if you do choose the Apple subscription all audio tier that's only one tier on Apple subscriptions, it does include this version of Love After Lockup as well as the new one as well. So not that's not confusing.
Also, y'all, if you are not a regular listener here and you're like, "Oh, how do I watch this episode?" It's all on Peacock, bitch.
It's all on Peacock.
Season 2, all the way up to I think the previous one before the current season. They don't have the current season there.
I got to say though, if you're new to Lalu, go back and watch season 1 on Peacock.
Totally.
It's well worth it. The binge. All right, everybody, that is the show. You can leave us a review on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, wherever you listen. We appreciate that very much. Happy New Year, everyone. We are very grateful to be getting back into the swing with you, with some things together. Join us in the Sissy Squad, because why, Poodle?
We have fun in there, and we're back. The Sissy Squad is open for the year.
It is open. That's our Facebook group. A lot of people, especially if you're feeling a little lonely this 2026 and this new year, a lot of people have made friends. They ended up going to do things with sissies they've met that live close to them.
We have some cities, like boards for certain and groups for certain cities too.
If you're trying to, there's a lot of subgroups, particularly right now. I think a lot of people are trying to work on sobriety and things of that nature. The new year, there's a sober sissies group. There's caretaker. There's so many different groups. There's reading sissies, craft. There's
book pigs,
big pugs. Yes. So check them all.
Big pugs,
big pugs. Mm-hmm. Check them all out, everybody. And until next week, we will what, Poodle?
We will Lalu you later.
Lock me up, roll away the key. I'm just a prisoner of love. I'm doing time, I'm doing fine. I'm just a
prisoner of love.